Today I'm all about the soup, and specifically a Greek-inspired hearty tomato soup with orzo. Easy to make, one pot. You're gonna be done in like way under an hour from start to finish. So first things first, I'm gonna fire up my burner here, get that going to start caramelizing and browning off my veggies. The veggies, we're gonna start off with carrot, one carrot. I don't even peel it or anything like that anymore. All the vitamins are in the skin anyway. So I'm just gonna throw that into my food processor. I'm gonna take, basically in the recipe, is one celery stalk. But because they're my own and they're organic, I'm using 3 because they're a little on the smaller side. So those are gonna go in there as well, along with one onion that I'm just gonna kind of quarter up and peel. Nothing complicated at all. Perfect, my onion goes in. I'm gonna take 4 cloves of garlic. They're gonna go in. And about half a chili pepper. I love these things. They're called Ring of Fire, and it's not the way the name implies, believe me. They're actually a very, very nice heat, especially if you don't use the bottom part, which is the seeds and the veins. You're gonna be fantastic. Now, just throw this in there and just whiz this up. Let your food processor do all the work. That's the name of the game. There it is, perfect. That didn't take long at all. And what basically takes like a long time in terms of cutting and chopping, the food processor does it for us in like no time, literally. So I'm going to take about a 1/4 cup or so of my Greek extra virgin olive oil. And this is the name of the game here. When you have like a good quality olive oil, I am telling you, you just can't beat that. So that's in there as just like that. I'm gonna take my, what we call, or what the chefs call, a Miracois, and I'm just gonna throw that in there and let it do its thing. And already, once the veggies hit the oil, it's gonna be something. So leave that there. Let me grab. So now just stir this around so it doesn't catch on you. That's perfect, just like that. Gonna do a little salt, little fresh cracked black pepper is gonna go into this. Doesn't take long at all. Very, very simple recipe. I'm gonna take 2 bay leaves, I'm gonna throw them in there. So typically this part here, to saute down our carrot, celery, and onion, it's gonna take maybe about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Doesn't take long at all. The next part of this is the tomato element, the star of the show. And I'm gonna take, very simply, I'm just gonna take my tomatoes. These were like right out of my garden, so they still got the stalk on them. I washed them, but nonetheless, let me just move this out of the way here. Any kind of not so nice pieces, just take them out. Another really nice part of this recipe here as well is you don't have to worry about your ninja cutting skills, because at the end of the day, we're going to go through this with an immersion blender and kind of soften everything up. And as one of my kitchen heroes says, Emerald Lagasse, the boat motor. And in my world, if Emerald says it's a boat motor, my friends, it's a boat motor. Let me just start making some room here and throwing these tomatoes into our pot, get them going. That's the last of my tomatoes. I'm gonna go into my pot, just like that. Perfect. Give these a little stir here as well. So one last step to our soup before we actually set it up to simmer, and that's 4 cups of water will go in there. You can use stock, you can use bouillon cubes, you can use whatever the hell you want, but here's the thing. Traditionally, this is how they made it. My yaya or my aunts or my tias didn't have soups that had stock in them. So totally up to you. So now, I'm just going to give this a real quick stir. I'm going to cover this and I'm going to simmer this for about 20 to 30 minutes until our tomatoes are cooked. All right, so my soup is ready. It's been about half an hour or so. It's been on there and it's ready to go. Just going to move this to here. First order of business, removing the bay leaves. Bay leaves serve their purpose, they add their flavor, and that's all good, but they're not great to like chew on. So if you have that experience, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, the next thing is a little Greek oregano, of course. So for this, I want to do about a teaspoon, give or take. And it's going to add a nice earthy depth of flavor. It's going to be fantastic. Perfect, just like that. So give this just a quick stir in here. And the last part of this is the actual immersion blender and the blending part. Just put this in there, and as Emerald says, get the boat motor started. I want this to be a creamy, smooth consistency. So that's pretty much done. It only takes like a minute or two tops for this. That's perfect right there. All right, so just get this off. Just carefully remove this part here. Just go that there for now. Now, I'm gonna take a little bit of orzo. Actually, I'm gonna do about a cup of orzo in this. Just like that is perfect. Gonna give this a quick stir now, just like that. And I'm just gonna put it back on the heat until basically the orzo is cooked through. All right, so now my soup is completely done. It's pretty much ready to go. Just absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. One more little thing in the end of this that's like the cherry or the icing on the cake, call it whatever you like, or the cherry on top, is a heaping tablespoon of strained Greek yogurt, maybe a little bit more, just like that in there. Now this will add a little twang in your thang. Like it's gonna give it such an elevated elegance. Just let that go. The yogurt will melt in there, nice and easy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's gonna open up the color a little bit as well. And it is gonna be absolutely, oh, I can't even talk, I'm so excited. This is like tomato soup on a whole different level. The starch from our orzo has tightened it up even more. And look at this. The more you stir, the more the yogurt gets kind of distributed throughout. I just need to take a little, tiny little taste of this. Just something small. Okay, maybe. Okay, that's a bit much, maybe. But how about just a regular spoon? You thought I was really gonna like eat off of that, eh? Look at this. Ooh. Holy snakies. Wow. Jeez. My God. Wow. That is perfection, my friends. If you need a hug and there's nobody to give it to you, make this soup. It's the same thing with a whole lot less crap. But anyway, that's a different story. Please try this. It is fantastic. It takes less than an hour, way less than an hour from start to finish, and you have a soup that is hearty, stick to your ribs, and it makes you feel good. Whether you eat this as a main or as a opening course, it is absolutely fantastic. Get a little bit of the background heat of that chili we added in there. All the flavors are just completely married, they're incorporated. So that's it for this episode on my Greek style hearty tomato and orzo soup. I made this with fresh tomatoes because I got them coming out of the yin yang. It's insane. Thank you so much for watching again. I thank you. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Be careful. Take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.